Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a build video for you guys, a build and decorate video, and it's going to be a tiny build as you can see in the title. This is because I've been fascinated with tiny houses and I've been seeing them on television and on the internet, and I think it's such an amazing thing, like such a tiny space to put everything in such a tiny space and make it work. So that's the challenge that I had with this house, and I really wanted to make a house that's tiny and cute and for your sim to live in if he or she is broke, or you know, you can put your student that's broke in this house. And yeah, and I wanted it to look very amazing, like pretend like you know, buying a smaller house, but not, you know, the decoration inside is kind of expensive. It feels expensive, at least I think, but yeah, so that's the feel that I wanted to give it, and I wanted it to feel very cute and small and tiny, but very functional too. So I hope you guys like what I did here. But these things that I have done with the roof and make it smaller, it's something you see in those tiny houses a lot, because you see that there is a second floor, but the ceiling is not very high. So that's what I tried to imitate in the Sims, and I hope it's gonna be functional for the Sims. But yeah, I made it that way because that's what you see a lot in tiny houses, and that's where the bed goes most of the time. And it's a shame that you can't make shorter stairs to, you know, to go upstairs in the Sims. They're quite long, but yeah, I had this amazing custom content from Lily of the Valley, and she has the under the stairs closets, or you know, storage things. So it is very handy in this build because, you know, we have to save space, and I don't really know what it functions for yet, because I'm doing half of the narration before I even finished the house. So yeah, but I do, I do want it to be like a wardrobe. So if it's not that, I'm gonna change the script, try to change the script and then make it into a wardrobe. And I'm gonna change a few more scripts, because the bed that I used upstairs is purely decorational, like it's not even a bed you can use. But I do want to change the script. And if you want to know how to change a script into becoming something functional, like the bed upstairs is not functional because it's purely decoration, but I'm going to change the script and then make it into an actual bed so Sims can sleep in it. And if you want to see how to do that, I'll leave a card in the top left corner. So you can go and check the video out that I made for the mod that I do this with. So yeah, I really like, as you might know because I did a build video before, and I really like the Scandinavian, the wood look, the white and gray concrete. You know, I really love it. It's kind of my style, and I really enjoy it. So as you can see, the inside is very kind of quite modern, and not something that you would say like, oh, it looks very cheap or something. But I think we cut costs on the house, the entire house, like the exterior. So let's just pretend our sim had enough money to you know, to get an excellent interior. That's how I did it. And I was looking at where to put the television, because I wanted the Sims to have a television basically to watch, but I kind of struggled with, you know, where I should put it. So first I put it upstairs in the bedroom, on the wall, across the bed, but it seemed like it's not really realistic. Like if you lay on the bed, you can't really see it because of the fence. So and then I ended up putting it at the feet of the bed. And that looked like, you know, it wasn't okay to have the television that close by. So this is what I did. I just put it above the dining table, and the dining table is amazing too because it's a wall dining table thing, so I could spare some space with that, and of course that's what we need in this tiny house build. I do want to, and I did want to decorate it for you guys just so you can get this little cluttered feel and more realistic feel, because that's how I like my builds to be, my houses, the interior. I want it to look really cozy and as if a sim really lives there, you know, not just plain nothing on the walls, nothing on the floor, nothing on the, you know, so it's gonna be a bit cluttered. And but yeah, I'm just always looking for that, you know, tiny functional house. And always in the downloads, I'm like, all these houses are so huge and big, and they cost a lot, but I do like to play my game very realistic. So I don't want my houses for my sims to be like very expensive if I don't feel like building myself. So yeah, I'm always looking for something tiny basically, and that's why I love this build so much. So as I was going on and looking for what to put in this house, I had to, you know, take into account that the sim could use all the objects in the house. So I did test that actually, and a lot of stuff. The sim could use a lot of stuff except for the laundry machine, which is a pity, but you'll see the laundry machine just in a few seconds. But it's basically in the bathroom, and because it's such a tiny space, sims cannot do the laundry. And well, that's a bummer, but I try to change some objects, some decorational objects, just to function as a laundry machine. But basically none of the objects that I wanted that didn't, you know, look weird in the house, none of them worked with it. So that's kind of that's a pity. But you know, if you want to put a laundry machine in there, you could always, you know, take it out or put it in another spot. Or I just could not find another spot to put it in because it's a tiny house, and you could just delete it altogether. It's not really like, you know, just your personal preference. Yeah, as you can see, I'm using a lot of the One More Slot package. It's an amazing mod, and it helps with building houses, like decorating more, to place items on, you know, on platforms that you can place them on before. Like you can put these, if you have the One More Slot package, you can basically put any item anywhere you want, and you can adjust the height. And yeah, if you want to check it out, I'll put the link in the description, or I'll put a card in the top left corner. So yeah, that just helps a lot with building houses and making them look more realistic. And yeah, I loved it. I was kind of, you know, I wanted some green on the outside of the house, but I couldn't really find anything that I like. It all looked kind of weird with the planters, you know, hanging from the fence, and I couldn't really, you know, find the right position to put them in. So you can see later on that I put some plants outside, and as you can see, here is the One More Slot package. This is what I mean. You could basically put a pan on the stove, and it's just a decorational thing, you know, it just to look good. I wasn't very happy with the way, or the white on the house. I wanted it a little bit more brighter. A little bit, but you don't really notice it. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say basically, but you can see that I am working on the, is it a porch? Is it considered a porch if it doesn't have the, how do you call it? I forgot how you call that. The higher thing. If it doesn't have, oh my god, I forgot how to call that. Yeah, and I had some trouble with getting this oh my god, I can't talk. getting this chair to snap to the table. And I haven't tested the table actually. Sims do sit on the chair obviously, but I've not tested it if they can, because it seems a little high. So I was doubting. I was like, do I put high chairs there or just the normal ones? But I just went for the normal ones. So if you notice that your Sim's not eating at the table, you could always use bar stools or something to make them eat there. As I'm going on, I also, in the final product, like the final house, I tweaked some stuff that you don't see in this video, but I changed the bed because I couldn't make it into a functional bed, so I just put a mattress on it that Sims can sleep on, so they can actually sleep in the bed, which is very handy. And I just tweaked some minor things. You can see the kitchen counters glitching. I do have a video on that, how to fix that, because sometimes it does that because there's some bad CC in, I guess it's because of bad CC that it's doing that, because it snaps together and then it changes the texture, so it looks really weird and glitched out. But you can basically change that with a trick that I show you in the other video, which I'll also link. There are a lot of cards in this video, I guess, but I'll also link that in the cards in the upper left corner of this video. So yeah, so I fixed that, so the final product will look better. And I fixed some ceiling patterns, and I don't know if I show it in this video, but I changed the carpet in the living room because I didn't really like it. Like it's a very, carpets are kind of, you know, I don't know, I didn't really like it and I wasn't pleased with it. So I went with another carpet that's light. Actually, it's pretty similar to what I have in my own house. My own house is all cream, like white, with wood and also stuff like that. But I might recreate my own house. I did it once in Sims, so I do have the exterior, and maybe I can do the interior tour of my own house if you guys are interested. So yeah, you can see I changed the rugs, and these are Morocco and Beni Orient rugs, and I love them so much because I'm Moroccan myself, for those of you who didn't know. And yeah, I like to bring some of my culture into the house. Sometimes it's not the rug that's actually staying. I will be replacing it with another one, but it's pretty similar. So here I went into the miscellaneous objects, and that's like miscellaneous decor, and that's where all stuff go. And that's why I always have collection files. I do use CC Magic for my CC, and I categorize them by creator. And then from that map of creator, I still have to do that, but I categorize them in what type of objects they are, according to the Sims system, so that I can find stuff more easy. Because if sometimes, you know, a lot of it goes into miscellaneous decor, and that map is just full, and you don't want to go in there if your game basically lags a lot. But yeah, this is the final product of the house, and I hope you guys like it. I sure enjoyed making it, and I will be using this house in a future LP, in my Generations LP. So I hope you guys like this video. Please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you want to see from me, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye bye.
Oh well, 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 oh well.